4 days and a wake up, Vestas. Oh, Vestas. Hey, I know I've been gone for 2 days, but guess what? I got my notes, I got my drink, and I got my vest because we stay vested up over here. Hold on, them slides are loading up. Them slides are loading up. Oh, they already done, Vestas. Yo, guess what? I told you, listen. I know I ended the last live on a banger when I said that Andrew Berry was about to run a Boston and the NFL was not even going to see it coming. So we're going to talk more about that. My assumption was right. I'm going to say about 85, 95% right, because in a latest news presser, he got asked that same question. And y'all Vestas, do y'all know what a turkey hole is? If you don't know what a turkey hole is, you have definitely seen a turkey hole in 55 million times. If you ever watched any type of game, we're talking about high school, college, Colorado, especially Shedeur Sanders, the way that he played in Cleveland. What Tony talks about is that, what are you talking about? Listen, I'm gonna share that too. Now listen, I'm gonna do something different tonight. I know. But with the draft being so close, they haven't given TAYLEN Green his honors and his accolades. TAYLEN Green is going to be last. But there's a reason why I got TAYLEN Green last. And I think the way that everything is winding up, we may see a TAYLEN Green versus Shedeur Sanders game in 2026. Listen, just be patient with me. And guess what? When you got Jon Gruden, even though I don't like him, I don't like some of his takes, but when you got Jon Gruden leaning over TAYLEN Green, that is something that we definitely need to recognize. And I got those clips. He said something very, very particular in that interview that all my Vestas wanted me to go out and watch in the last time that we met up, okay? So I got those clips. But I want to go ahead and discuss Andrew Berry first. I'm going to discuss Andrew Berry, Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders. In the latest videos, some very good talking points. And the information that I got on TAYLEN Green, I totally understand because this is a Shedeur Sanders channel. But you definitely want to hear what Jon Gruden said about TAYLEN Green. And out of all the rookie quarterbacks, Jon Gruden met with TAYLEN Green. So make sure you get your notes, your drink, and your vest, because we're going to talk about something. And mind you, Vestas, it is Saturday. This time next week, that means round 1 will be complete, round 2 will be complete. And what time is this? 5:51 right now. That means if round 3 is not complete, that means it will already be complete. And by this time next week, I'm already in the future, y'all. That means we already know what Andrew Berry was able to pull off one of the biggest Bostons in NFL history, right? And then also, we'll know who was chosen, number 6, number 12, in that 12 spot, number 21. We'll just see what the Cleveland Browns new team is going to look like in 2026. So let me go ahead to this Vestas roll call, and then we're going to begin, Vestas. Let's see how. Now, first we're going to address Andrew Berry on this lineup today. Now, Andrew Berry, this came out exactly 2 days. I've been missing for 2 days, so this came out 2 days ago. But hey, I already went through the whole video. I've already picked out what I wanted. And guess what? Everybody in the chat under this video here, right? If you want to watch this video, the name of the video, it came out on the Cleveland Browns YouTube page. It's the latest video. It is the latest. No, I don't want to mess up the Shiloh video. But he said some very important things. I like Andrew Berry. Listen, if you go to the comments on this video, everybody is loving Andrew Berry. Of course, you got some haters in the video, but Andrew Berry. But this is one thing I hate about the Cleveland media. Even if Andrew Berry shared his strategy that he's going to go into next week, why would you ask him that on a national stage, knowing that everybody is watching Cleveland, right? Why would you ask him that? Y'all don't have no common sense in Cleveland. But it's okay. But this is what I do like. The first question, and I'm gonna say this. Mary Kay Cabot, I'm glad I didn't have to find it. It was the very first question that they showed with the Cleveland Browns, right? And she asked about Andrew Berry. There is so much talk going around in the league. What is the possibility of you trading down the 12 to give it to the Cowboys? I said, what the? Hold on, whoa. You mean to tell me that Mary Kay Cabot just basically confirmed what I heard last week and that it is true? It just wasn't Mel's Kiper final mock draft? So this is some validity to this, y'all. Hold on. Let me go and play that video. Thank you for. Yeah. You welcome, Lady D. Let me go and play this video right here, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me find it. Now, Scream, y'all got to do better. Okay, so let me find the video. And only got three videos for Andrew Berry. Okay. Now let me turn this down, y'all, because I'm so excited. Andrew Berry is about to run a Boston. But guess what, y'all? Hold on. Before I play that clip, did y'all know that actually the Cleveland Browns would not be the first team to ever, I call it, run a Boston, right? Now, in history, in NFL history, it has been 20 different teams that have had 3 or more picks in the first round. I was shocked. Now, the last team that had 3 picks in the first round was the Miami Dolphins in 2020. Of course, I was going to pull up that stat for the Vestas, right? But since we already know why that particular year in football year was a very unique time in global history, I threw those stats out, whatever that stat was. And actually, y'all, we don't have short-term memory over here. That was the first year that Kevin Stefanski was the head coach. And all of a sudden, out of all the years, he won head coach of the year because of that global uniqueness that was going on around the world. But the Miami Dolphins, the last team that had 3 picks in the NFL draft, was the Miami Dolphins 3 times. After that, so as I'm going through my homework, right, doing some research, believe it or not, this would not be Cleveland's first time having 3 picks in the first round. Hold on, let me get my notes. Now, this would be the first time that Andrew Berry have done it at Cleveland, right? But this is not the Cleveland Browns' last time having 3 picks in the first round. And guess what, Vestas? The last time that Cleveland had 3 picks in the first round, they hit on that. They hit on something, y'all. Let me find my notes. I want to give y'all these notes right here. They actually hit on something. Give me 1 second, y'all, Vestas. Y'all can tell I'm excited. Hold on, Vestas. And I missed y'all. Ooh. And trust me, we're going to go over what's a turkey hole. I said, a turkey hole? So when we'll see Shedeur Sanders drop back, I'm sorry, I got to say, when we'll see Shedeur Sanders drop back and he drops that ball, then hold on. The coffee kicking in. 1 second. Hold on. The last time, so I already discussed, the last team that had 3 picks in the first round was the Miami Dolphins in 2020. The Oakland Raiders, I think, was 2019. Then it was another team in 2018. And then the Cleveland was 2017 with the 3 picks, okay? Now, what Tony Talks tell us, who did they pick in 2017? Well, one of those players was Defensive of the Year's Myles Garrett. Okay, another one of those players that they picked up in the first round was David Njoku. Okay, and then the third player that they picked up in 2017 in the first round was a gentleman by the name of Jabril Peppers, but they traded him to another team that I'm assuming the Giants to get Beckham, Odell Beckham, back into the Cleveland Browns camp. Okay. Well, so yeah, I don't even have to go through my notes, y'all, but that was the notes that I got. Now, let's hear how Andrew Berry answered this question regarding 3 picks in the first round by trading down to the Cowboys for number 12. Hold on. Let me go to my videos. Let's see here. Let me turn on this music here. And y'all already know how we gonna do it. We're gonna do it Kung Fu style over here. So if the audio don't play through the screen, y'all, I'm gonna play it through my phone, but you'll know exactly what he's saying, okay? Andrew Berry. Here we go.
moving down, and is there anything to that particular deal?
I'd go back to, what I've said in the past, like our mindset. Go back to, what I've said in the past, like our mindset, going into the draft, with our most valuable asset isn't about, hey, maximize that can at different times take different forms.
Mm-hmm.
Selecting a player, it could be trading it for a veteran. We will continue to work. We get on the, we're working through a number of different scenarios at this.
So Vestas, let me go ahead and tell you one thing. The reason why I'm smiling, the reason why I'm definitely smiling. Andrew Berry did not confirm or deny that. Now, one thing he didn't do, he said that he didn't even say we're not entertaining that. So trust me, we don't possibly, but we shall see. Hold on, Vestas. Everybody was giving Andrew Berry praise about how he answered the questions, and everybody was eating Mary Kay alive, okay, because of the questions, minus that first question, all right? Now, let me go ahead and play the next clip that Andrew Berry provided us. Now, you know how I always harp on the left tackle and the right tackle. So this is how Andrew Berry sees that position, because I'm still screaming, even if we do trade number 6, right? The first player that we should get off the board should be a left tackle. Now, I'm gonna play what Andrew Berry is going to give his opinion on left tackle versus right tackle, okay? But it has to be a tackle that comes off the board first. Let's see here. Let me turn this down.
I know before you had said the difference between right and left, especially tackles, like maybe a bit has made too much of it. I mean, after diving into this specific group, though, do you feel like they're...
I've said this before, tackles are tackles. You're looking for certain characteristics because they've all got to be able to protect on an edge. Top rushers are not staying on one side of the ball. So we really do analyze for certain characteristics because they've all got to be able to protect on an edge. Top rushers are not staying on one side of the ball. We really do analyze it, within the aggregate position.
All right. O-line has already been filled up by free agent veterans. The only position that Andrew Berry has not filled up on that line has been that left tackle. So, hey, I'm going to believe Andrew Berry, Caden Proctor, Monroe Freeland, who else? Markel Bell. There's another one. Caleb Lumu. All of them are specifically left tackles. So I understand why he said it. That was the perfect textbook answer. I wouldn't want to give up my strategy also. So, hey, I would say, hey, it really doesn't matter to throw off the competition. But, hey, we do know that there's other teams ahead of us that are also looking for left tackles, right? So that is something that Andrew Berry has to consider, because if we do move down to 12, the ones that we're looking to get may be gone. So, I mean, Andrew Berry was honest in his whole entire presser. He said it's a lot of things that's going to be considered. They're working on different options in the background. They are looking at even considering the option to trade number 6, trade down for number 6 to go to 12. So we shall see. But Vestas, one thing about this, we got 4 days and 1 wake up, okay? 4 days and 1 wake up. Now, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, hold on. What's up, Gemini? How you doing? You coming in at the right time. Now, like I said, this is a short Shador Sanders Coach Prime Shallow channel. But today I'm going to end the show with TAYLEN Green, and there's a reason being for it, okay? Now, let me go ahead and bring up Shallow and Shador. And then I'm going to let y'all go, Vestas. All right. We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this Monday. We'll talk about this Tuesday. But this is just a reminder. If we don't trade down, these are our slides, okay? I'm going to say our picks. I'll pick numbers. So let's go here. So, of course, we just saw the brothers. Now, I don't know when the video was filmed. I don't know. But if you go out to Shallow's channel, Shallow has released 2 videos. One, he's eating with Shador and Bucky and the crew. And the other video, I think it's titled Shallow Sanders joins another team. Okay. Now, this particular video here is named Patience, right? Patience. Now, if you're new to Shador Sanders and you don't know why his nickname is grown, if you watch this 10 to 12 minute video, you will understand exactly who Shador Sanders is as a young man behind the scenes when he's out of his football pads. Now, for some reason, with Shallow Sanders being the older son, and maybe just Shallow's personality, right? How can I say it? To me, from what I gather, he's less patient than Shador, in a sense, right? You just have to go out and watch the video, because I don't want to misspeak on Shallow, but Shallow really don't have time for all the nonsense of the world. And that is a good characteristic to have. At least, like I said in other videos, Shallow Sanders, he's not moping around. He's not upset that he hasn't got the call. He is being patient. If he does get the call, and the next slide, I'm going to play an audio clip. The young man, I don't know if he's at the table. I didn't see him at the table, but in the next audio clip I'm going to play for you, Shallow Sanders, I think he was an ex football player with him on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whoever that young man is, and I hope you see this. Whoever that young man is, that is the type of person that you definitely need around you in your life. It don't matter if you're up or if you're down. That young man is the type of young man you need in your life. Now, besides Shador and Bucky and everybody else in your circle, I know they're going to be in your life because they're family. But this young man here on this picture, this young man here in the middle, whoever he is, make sure you keep him in your life. Because when you can't talk to your family and when you need somebody to lean on, this young man here, this young man cares for you. And he's going to give you everything you ever need to motivate you through your darkest hours or your brightest days. Hold on, if y'all don't understand what I'm saying, and if you haven't watched the video, let me go and play this clip. Did you see Emory Hunt talk about TAYLEN Green? No, I didn't, but thank you for letting me know. But listen, the reason why I got TAYLEN Green going last in the lineup, because it's what John Gruden, now, I'm going to go out and search for this. Now, I'm not saying that John Gruden's opinion is better than Emory's. I haven't watched this, Emory Hunt's. But me knowing John Gruden and the way that he was fiending over TAYLEN Green is going to be the second one off the board, Vestas. TAYLEN Green is going to be the second one off the board. If no other team, if let's just say, besides the Steelers, because the Steelers have met with TAYLEN Green, I was surprised. Only surprised in the sense where I'm surprised, oh, they finally waking up about who TAYLEN Green is. The Cowboys have met with TAYLEN Green and also the Ravens. Now, I said, okay. I said, but they got Lamar Jackson. But it's a reason why they met with TAYLEN Green. But I'm going to get to TAYLEN Green after I get to Shallow. I only got this one audio clip, but TAYLEN Green. So I'm gonna check this out. He definitely should be first, in my opinion. Okay, hold on. If you don't believe me, I'm going to drop this nugget. My opinion, he should be the first one, even Mendoza. And guess what? John Gruden is going to say the same thing. You should be the first one off the board. If you don't believe me, just stay put. I'm going to play that clip because I already got it queued up. John Gruden said that TAYLEN Green should be the first quarterback off the board. TAYLEN Green. Now, why the media is not talking about TAYLEN Green like that? Now, John Gruden. Oh, and guess what, y'all? John Gruden. Oh my gosh, he confessed something. John Gruden. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis. I don't know if he's. And I think Kevin Stefanski is going to have this same how can I say it? Awareness of his mistakes with Shedeur Sanders, just the way that John Gruden had opened up. John Gruden, I can't believe some of the things that he said regarding his coaching Randall Cunningham. But we gonna get to that. Who is that? I don't know who that is, Donna. I need to find out, but I do know he played on the Tampa Buccaneers with Shiloh when they was there together, because they talked about playing together. But I don't know his name. I think other people want Shiloh to play football than he does. I think he's okay with it without playing, honestly. Yeah, and I'm gonna play that clip. Shiloh was never committed to football as you're doing now. Can I see that? Yeah, I guess I can see that. I can see that, Gemini. Now, how people respond to their goals and aspirations, of course, they can go about it in different ways. But, you know, I guess people can say that, right? But Shiloh could just be handling it, and his love for football could be in a different passion. He can really show his passion when he's actually on the field versus just waiting for the call, even though he still has that passion in his heart, just like Shedeur Sanders. They just probably showing it in a different way. That young really gave Shiloh courage. Yes, he did. So you'll see that video. Yes, he did. Tell him something I saw in one of the videos. Stay ready. Come on with it. Come on with it. And that's the clip that I'm about to play. Thank you, Lady of E. So you saw the video. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and play this right here. So in the video, this is the same place in the video that I'm going to play.
Yes.
Is this something on the back of it?
Yes, there's a big fleur on the back. The French fleur.
So you're telling me this black t-shirt, this regular black long sleeve t-shirt costs $3,000?
You can even get it for that.
Where did you get it from?
The store in Paris.
Hey, W this guy, man. W Magoo's in the chat. Oh, and we got a ticket. Nah. Hey, but guess what?
So right now they're just talking. So give it like 45 more seconds.
But guess what though? Let me see how much it is. Guess what?
$60.
Ain't number valet though. You part right here. It ain't number valet. Yeah, it's $46 for valet.
Don't worry about nobody driving.
And guess what? And it's at the front. How much is it? 45.
45. You ain't gotta worry about that, because when you get back on that field, that ain't nothing.
Hey, that's cheaper than valet parking last night.
Hold on. Out of anybody, you know how much. All right, so this is Jamie. He played for the Buccaneers when I was there too. You know how much I got paid, and this is a lot compared to that. And I got fined $4,000. No, you did. I got fined $4,000. I only got paid like $5,000.
Man, good preseason checks.
Bro, I didn't even look at my preseason
Signing bonus wasn't none.
Bro, I signed for because both gave me a hug. That was my bonus.
Hey, come on,
that's what I'm saying.
Off the strength.
That was my signing bonus.
Get back on the field.
Am I getting back on the field?
Why not?
Bro, it's not up to you. Know this better than anyone. It's not up to us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We just gotta be ready for the opportunity for presenting itself.
Yeah, I mean, we could go get ready tomorrow if you want to. Come on. Yeah, we go get ready. Come on.
Let's get active.
I just be like working out like just as a human, but like
Yeah.
But training and stuff, bro, you know, like getting ready and you have a set day, like camp starts, like a whole different type of training. But it's like, fam, it takes a special kind of guy to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't think there's any light in my tunnel, gang.
It is, bro.
That's unlimited. Like, you crazy.
I don't think there's any light in my tunnel.
See,
you crazy.
Forget that, bro. Faith without works is dead, man. You gotta keep working if you really feel that, bro. Like, if you want to be done with the game, like, if you want to be done with the game because you think the game is done with you, cool. But if you don't think so,
so do you
keep
think
working? Because what if that call does come and you like, dang, I ain't put a pair of cleats on since October, November, whenever it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang. Because your agent, you never know, he might hit you with, hey, Shiloh, post-draft mini camp, 2 weeks, so-and-so want to get you out there. You like, oh, shoot, okay.
Now listen, I'm highlighting this video and it's not over, right? But I want to highlight this because I'm pretty sure that Deion Sanders have told him the same thing. I'm pretty sure Shedeur Sanders have told him the same thing, even his mom. But I think with Shiloh, hearing it from somebody outside of the family, because as you know, sometimes family can be biased, and maybe Shiloh had already thought or was thinking that family is just, you know, talking like family should. The way that Shiloh is locked into this young man here in the middle, talking to him, he is locked in, and you can really tell he is really like taking in what this young man is telling him. So whoever this young man is, I'm glad that he is Shiloh's true, you know, one of his true friends.
You gonna say you ready, But in your mind, you gonna be like, dang, it's not my best product I can put out there.
Let me tell you something, though. Just because you got love for the game, don't mean the game got to love you back.
Yeah.
Remember that, man.
No, that's a fact.
That's true.
And at what point do
If you know, you know.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. But hey, let me ask you this question.
No, I said that in BMF, bro, when I was acting like my dad. Yeah. But no, you're right, bro.
Oh, shoot.
But it's just different. Like, so you know more like behind the scenes, like business wise, like being undrafted, that type of route. You know what I'm saying? So,
and you know, I know, because I was mini camp.
Yeah, I
just
know you,
try out.
Yes.
Literally went to the crib. He was like, bro, I hope they bring you back.
You know even worse than me.
I came back, what was that, August? He was like, yo, they brought you back.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I was like, bro, if you need help with any plays, bro, just let me know. But the thing about it, fam, it's just like a lot of things that go into the football stuff. So when people ask me that question, they don't understand, like, it's not up to me. That's up to, like, Drew Rosenhaus and, like, his connection.
His agent.
It doesn't have nothing to do with me personally. It's not like every team just hates me. It's just business, bro. It is what it is.
It is.
So what am I going to do about that mentally? Am I going to be, like trying to force, like, my way into doing something that isn't a possibility? Or all I could do is just operate, bro. And have a good mindset of, dang, like, it's like you get hit in boxing. You get hit. When I get hit, I'm thinking about coming back with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about getting hit.
You gotta come back
that hurt.
No, I feel that. But
You got countered. So that's what, in life, bro, sometimes you got countered.
And
You always gotta be ready for the next move.
But listen to this, though. I'm glad you mentioned the counter, fam, because this is why I really think you should keep working out. Even if it's not, it ain't got to be every day, all day like you used to be. But even if you was put the cleats on 3-4 times a week, just in case. But, Brendan, you got to understand and sit down with yourself and really be like, okay, I'm cool with it. I'm done. I'm ready to transition and still be tapped into football, but from a different lens. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I still got that shit, nigga. Hold on.
Come on.
Okay, and then the rest of the video, you know, he got Shiloh on the sidewalk and, you know, just pretending to run drills. So I get what you're saying, Vestas. Yeah, maybe Shiloh don't want it. You know, he even said, it's kind of hard trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But from me, and you know how I think, Vestas, you know how I think. This young man was not accidentally put in Shiloh Sanders' life at this time. It's no accident, right? Now, if he gets the call or not, but for whatever reason, this young man is in Shiloh Sanders' life temporarily or maybe forever. But what he dropped down in Shiloh Sanders right there, Shiloh Sanders was locked in. He was listening. Okay, so let me go to the comments. I like what I heard. I like what he heard. And he even said, well, Shiloh, if you're done with it, okay, it's cool. He said, but I really think you need to, you know, continue to work out just in case you get that call. But we should, and you know, we already want it, but we ain't gonna push nothing on Shiloh that he don't want. Okay. But yeah, I like the very young, everybody need a friend like that. Okay. And what's up, 420? It's about to get dangerous. Listen, y'all, it was another clip, right? Shiloh is just not that good. Shedeur Sanders is. Well, soldier of the Most High, that's your opinion. And thank you for putting your opinion out there. But see, I got a different opinion. And I think Shiloh Sanders is very good. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, in this room thinks that Shiloh Sanders is good. Now, you mean to tell me that Shiloh Sanders is not good enough to play in the NFL, not even as a safety 3, DB3, DB4, practice squad? You mean to tell me that? Now, we ain't saying that Shiloh Sanders should have been first round, which, hey, to me, he definitely should have been a second round last year. But Shiloh Sanders is very good. Shiloh Sanders is very good. He's very good. And please, don't let me go over the stats, because before he got injured in Nebraska, Shiloh Sanders was, in terms of the nation, I'm not talking about just his division, Shiloh Sanders in the nation was the safety with the second most fumbles across the nation. And you said that Shiloh Sanders is not that good? I guess Shiloh so what happened to Shedeur too. And trust me, like Donna and all you other Vestas, trust me. What happened to Shedeur Sanders? That trickled across the NFL and all them kids that went back to college. I'm pretty sure Shiloh Sanders was impacted. Dion was impacted. Shedeur Sanders was impacted. All them quarterbacks that decided to stay in the college this year was impacted. Eric Vester, you already know we was impacted about what happened to Shedeur Sanders. So I agree with that. I like the young man too. Okay. Do y'all think the agents need to be fired? Well, Blind Beauty, from what I've heard, that agent Drew Rosenhaus, I heard he got some big time clients. I heard he's a big kahuna in terms of agency. And I forgot, because I looked him up last year. I forgot what names he got. He got some big players assigned to him. He's not a little fish in that tank, right? He's not a little fish. But one thing to me, right, he may have a very good agent, but remember, as Shiloh just said, it's the politics behind it. Is who the agent know in the background. And if one of those agents or in the background say doesn't like Shedeur, don't like the Sanders family, they could be, throwing up challenges too. Who knows? Who knows what's going on in the background? Welcome to Tony Talks Vested Up. Happy you're here. I'm setting the decorum for the chat. Please be respectful. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. It is okay if you disrespectfully have zero tolerance. Thank you, Diego Pop. Listen, what's up, Raul? How you doing? Here he go. What's up, y'all, Raul? Make sure you come back to this watch party this week, okay? You probably don't know, but the Cleveland Browns, they may be trading down to number 12, right? But Diego Pavia, okay, I'm gonna let you have that. But nah, TAYLEN Green is gonna steal the show in terms of the quarterback room this year, okay? And guess what? You already know my opinion about it, but I'm gonna let you hear what John Gruden said about TAYLEN Green, because I watched that episode too. And I know you saw that episode too, because John Gruden also talked to Diego Pavia. You know that. Let's see. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much. Maybe Donna. Maybe. Shallow. He is great to watch it. Oh yeah. I love his screaming trick. Man, Shallow would knock his own self out. Hold on. Let's see him. Shallow is good enough for those people. I know. That part I do know. Man, please. I would bring up some other players, but I ain't gonna do that. But Shiloh Sanders is better than some other the safeties and DBs that's in the league now. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna disparage another player to uplift Shiloh Sanders. I'm not gonna do that. But Shiloh, to me, is a great football player, especially before he broke his forearm or his wrist. Where did them comments go? All right. Shiloh's agent is pretty good. Yeah, he's one of the best. Drew Rosenhaus. Yeah. I forgot some of the other names that he's an agent for, but he big names. Shiloh do want to play football. He's just upset. I understand. I'm so proud of the young person just said it with his father and everybody else said Shiloh. Yeah. And come on, y'all. You can't tell me that Shiloh Sanders is not even good enough to play on a practice squad. Come on, y'all. So whoever said that in the chat, what was it? The Most High? You know who you was. But thank you for that comment. He was Shiloh wouldn't make the team if they did. Right, if they didn't set right. The only reason Shiloh Sanders slid is because they had a collusion against Shedeur. We already know that history. All I'm praying for is that once this draft is over this time next week, somebody is calling Shiloh Sanders as a free agent. Remember, we went over the teams that are hurting for safety D-back depth already. We said the Chicago Bears. Who else was it? Chicago Bears. I should have dropped that video because I would have had them in the thumbnail. Chicago Bears. Of course, Cleveland Browns was one. Was it the Cowboys? And also the Steelers. But matter of fact, I'm going to drop that video tomorrow with a thumbnail. So that video is going to be out tomorrow morning as a reminder on what we talked about 3-4 lives ago regarding the teams that needed a safety like Shiloh Sanders. Absolutely. Yeah, it hurt everybody from Colorado. Let's see him. Okay. Woo-hoo. There we go. I froze up a little bit. Okay. But yeah, that slide hurt everybody from Colorado last year. Amber Love, even other. Okay. Thank you. All right, let's see here. I think Shallow will have his agent, not his agent. Coach Ryan. Well, the only reason I know what you're talking about. He said, "You're not my agent no more, Dad." Yeah, even Dion was shocked at her. We know the history. We ain't trying to bring up that trauma, but listen, they gotta fix this. They gotta fix this with Shiloh Sanders this year, okay? Even if it's practice squad, we'll take that. Yeah, the dude that started fighting with Shiloh. Yes. What? He's still on the practice. All right, track down to 22. It worked out well in the past. Trade down to 22. Well, Raul. Well, now, so as of now, we got 6 and 24. So I've already seen the details. If the details is right, if they trade down to 12 with the Cowboys, they would have 12, 20, and 24. So we would pick up the Cowboys 12 and 20, 12 and 20, 12 and 20, and 24. So we have 3 of them. And Andrew Berry. Like I said, we get an O-line, a tight end, and a wide receiver. Woo! Hey, we done our job. Andrew Berry has done his job. And guess what? We got 4 more days and a wake up. 4 more days and a wake up. I'm sure they are done to see. Let's see here. Didn't he get cut by? Yeah, he did because of the fight on the field. Well, no, it wasn't a fight. He was protecting himself on the field. The same thing that the Super Bowl what was his safety or corner did to Stephon Diggs, swung, but he didn't get ejected from the game. He got cut after the pay for the V fight. Let's see. We're trying to saturate. Yeah. Andrew Berry is on a mission. Andrew Berry is on a mission, y'all. Andrew Berry is on a mission. Is that it about the Shallow? Yeah, he was defending himself. All right. Here we go. So what's gonna happen? It's gonna happen this week coming up, okay? So let me go ahead and get this off the screen. Okay, and just a reminder, hey, if you need any life insurance, so this is my sponsor. This is one of my sponsors. If you need any life insurance across the United States, please reach out to Helen Adams. You see her name. Let me take this off. You see her name, you see her number, contact her. She got agents across the whole entire NFL, the whole entire United States. And if you're in the great state of Georgia and South Carolina, you can reach out to Miles. Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here. You can reach out to Roy T. Miles in the state of Georgia and also in the state of South Carolina if you need life insurance policy. So I'm gonna give it about 10 seconds. So if you want to take a screenshot of the picture, please do so, and I will be back. Let me get a swig of water, and I'm coming back to the screen. And now we're finna get into that TAYLEN Green interview with John Gruden. Where my water at? TAYLEN Green. All right, here we go. So this is just a reminder of the player that I spoke about, that I've been speaking about since the Combine, investors, right? Here we go. Let's see here. I believe in Andrew Berry, twins helping him with his picks. Listen, if they both got, ain't no telling. His brother's helping him. I believe they paid that dude to be. We talked about that. We talked about that. Yeah, I have my brother too. Yeah. So TAYLEN Green. Here we go, y'all. The reason why I'm happy, everybody is starting to talk about TAYLEN Green. This young man deserves his flowers. And I saw the indicators of what they was doing to him. They was trying to uplift Mendoza and bury TAYLEN Green because they didn't want nobody to know about TAYLEN Green. But because how people, they was actually taking a look at not Mendoza, Ty Simpson, right? They said, nah, something's off here, which made them start looking at TAYLEN Green. Hold on, y'all don't gotta believe me. Hold on. He might listen. Who was in that live about 3 lives ago that said, hey, they're talking about the Raiders are not talking about taking Mendoza? And what I said, y'all, I said, wouldn't it be funny if the Raiders, they change their mind and go ahead and take TAYLEN Green, who is a better quarterback than Ty Simpson? Tom Brady knows. He knows that. But see, look, this is my opinion, right? This is my opinion. John Gruden, he sat down with, now I didn't see him sitting down with Mendoza, right? But he sat down with Carson Beck, Diego Pavia, TAYLEN Green, and Ty Simpson, right? So, of course, I watched the TAYLEN Green because I think it was Coach JC and another Vesta last live. They said, oh, John Gruden, the Barstool have sat down with TAYLEN Green. You got to go watch that video. And I watched that video. Now, along with watching this video, listen, when I got off of that video, I wanted to go live immediately just to talk about everything that I saw and I picked up in that interview regarding TAYLEN Green and John Gruden. But I said, well, hold on, Tony Talks Vested Up. Hey, whoa. Don't get so excited, because I like the way he was talking to him and talking about it. I said, well, let me go and see what other quarterbacks that he's talked to. And that's when I discovered that he had talked to Carson Beck, Diego Pavia, Ty Simpson, and TAYLEN Green. TAYLEN Green being the last quarterback that he had spoke to, right? So then I looked at the days, I looked at the number of views. Of course, TAYLEN Green was, I think the video came about 2 days ago, probably about 117,000 views, so forth, right? But don't look at the count, y'all. You already know this. Never look at the views that a particular video have. At least go into the video with an open mind, because you just never know the diamonds and everything. You just don't know the secrets and the diamond that people are dropping in videos with lower counts, right? Hold on. Oh, that was you? That was you, 420? Okay, and somebody else had mentioned it too. Okay, 420 said, okay, so 420, give you that credit. Now, so you already seen the video. Hold on. TAYLEN Green, John Gruden. So we already know that the video is not going to act right. So I'm just going to go ahead and just play the clips, okay? I want you to hear what John Gruden said. And Raul, please stay in the room, okay? Because I want you to hear some of these clips that John Gruden said about TAYLEN Green. Now, like I said, I didn't want to be biased, so I did go out there and watch that Ty Simpson video. Oh my gosh, Vestals. Ooh. The only thing that I learned out of that Ty Simpson video is what a turkey hole was. Well, Tony, what is a turkey hole? That video was so, and I promise you, I'm not being funny. This is just my honest opinion. After seeing the TAYLEN Green video first, and then going back to watch a Ty Simpson video, it was so boring. Even John Gruden, he was trying to play along, but it was so boring. In the video regarding TAYLEN Green, he was very energetic. I mean, John Gruden was jumping off the table. I mean, literally, he was jumping up from his table. Do this for me. Do this. I mean, he was so energetic. I was like, dang, is he like this was all the quarterbacks? Which is why I went back and watched the Ty Simpson video, y'all. Even John Gruden, in the middle of the video, not even 30 minutes, because along with TAYLEN Green, he had him get up and call some of the calls, plays that he had with Boise and also University of Arkansas, right? You could just see John Gruden's face light up, and he was just giving him so many accolades. But with Ty Simpson, he even say, hey, don't even call your plays no more. Ooh, listen, I'm almost embarrassed for Ty Simpson, because if he gets drafted in round one, he's going to be in a living nightmare in the NFL. You can see John Gruden sitting at the table with almost sometimes with a poker face, because he want y'all. Okay, I'm gonna leave it go. I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, people need to do their research instead of the headlines. Listen, but John Gruden, 420, thank you. And like I said, I think it was Coach. I think Coach mentioned, or somebody else, Sam Moore. So somebody mentioned TAYLEN Green interview. Thank you so much, because everything that was in that video is what I needed to share and what I needed to hear, not just from me, but for somebody that's been in the NFL. And I think now with John Gruden having this interview out regarding TAYLEN Green, if there's other teams besides the Steelers, the Cowboys, and the Ravens that never considered TAYLEN Green, they're paying attention now, Besters. They're paying attention now to TAYLEN Green, okay? Now, let's go. Before I start these audio clips, I got excited again. Jon Gruden, I've never seen him salivate over nobody, right? Now, Tony Talks. Tell us what's going on in the video. So he's going through, so he was at Boise State, I think, and then he went to the University of Arizona, Arkansas. We're talking about TAYLEN Green. Now, his coach at University of Arkansas, his name was Bobby Petrino. I'm gonna say Petrino, right? Now, did y'all know that is the same coach that also coached Michael Vick, right? Also coached Lamar Jackson. So I said, hold on. So Michael Vick, we know that Michael Vick ran a 4.33, right? Lamar Jackson ran a 4.34, I think in a 40. And you already know that TAYLEN Green ran a 4.36. Very fast quarterbacks. But when I found out, like, oh, this is the same coach that taught Lamar Jackson, no wonder the Ravens had an interest or has an interest in TAYLEN Green. The same coach that taught Lamar Jackson in college also taught TAYLEN Green. I said, there we go. Keep on talking, John. Now, this is just some of the clips that came out the video. Now, I don't know about how Jon Gruden feels about sharing his content. So that's why I'm not going to play the videos, but I'm going to play the audio along with the music to throw off the algorithm, just in case I don't want to get a copyright. Okay, so I got to keep the music on, but it's going to be loud enough for you to understand, okay? I don't know, Coach. I don't know, Coach. Not sure. The Jets should get him because Geno's not going to last. That is true. That's true. But they also said, when I was trying to think of, I think it was a blind beauty big time. When I was trying to think of that quarterback that was with the Clevelands, what's his name? Zippy over there. Zappy Bailey's over there. So they got Geno and Zappy Bailey. But you're right. The Jets should definitely pick up a quarterback. He should. They should. So we should see. We got 4 days, Vestas. We got 4 days. Let's see here. Detroit. Agree on Coach Brown. They're still trying to tear down this program. I think people get paid. Listen. We shall see, okay? We shall see. We will see. Happy Saturday. What's up, Sal Moore? How you doing? Let's see here. Welcome to the live. 020 Jenkins, yes. Green should go to a team where they actually develop quarterback. I like his potential too. And Jon Gruden loved him. Let me go and play some of these clips. Now they're out of order, but I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up, okay? So y'all can see how this conversation developed, right? So just a reminder, TAYLEN Green, you know what? Y'all got it. Y'all remember the last live. Let me go ahead and start these clips right here, Vestas. Then I'm going to let y'all go. Let me turn out this music so y'all can hear it real good. Hold on. Hey, Donna C. Hold on. I see you popped up. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let's see here. They need to connect their microphones. Hey, so Donna C, if you want to come on stage real quick, at least turn on your microphone. You don't have to turn on your camera, but connect your microphone. And in the meantime, let me go play this first clip here. But I see you in the background. Okay.
It's all state. They the little bros.
All right, so this is one of the clips that I got out of the video. Jon Gruden is talking about prior games, okay? It was something significant in this clip, which is why I clipped it. And then I bring my commentary out of this clip.
What's that there? They the little bros. That's what that was. 4-3-6. I got to ask you this because I've heard you get pissed off when people say, what about playing other positions? You know, hey, don't bring that up to me. Yeah. Well, hell, I'm an offensive coach, and I've studied offensive players my whole life. Yeah. And I ain't never seen a guy 6'6", 230 that run 4.36. Is that a 43.5-inch vertical? Yes, sir. And that's an 11'2" broad jump. Yes, sir. That's never been done in the history of the combine by any quarterback.
No, sir.
Not Vic, not anybody.
Nah.
The only guy that ever bowl is a guy named Tron. You ever heard of this guy?
Oh, definitely.
I say, hey, man, I really have a vision.
Uh-huh.
Pretty good offensive coach, got a hell of a quarterback. We could really use a Calvin Johnson. Would you be interested in being a wideout? I mean, you know Matt Jones, right?
Yeah.
Did he play quarterback at Arkansas?
He did.
And what did he get drafted by the Jaguars in the first round? What did Jacksonville do to his ass?
Receiver.
Would you do it?
No. I'm a quarterback.
What if I beg you?
Nah. Damn, I got my leaf myself.
Didn't you play with Tesla?
Dog.
Wasn't he a quarterback?
Yeah, he was.
He did it. He went to Wild.
Went crazy. And that backflip, too.
Huh? You like Tesla?
Love Tesla.
Why don't you go to Detroit and play wideout? You can be the next Megatron.
Nah, he got
you
that.
And Tesla can tear it up with Jared Goff.
He got that.
Hey, what happened in the future? You're not open-minded to doing this, huh?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm going to quit this conversation. This is doing right now.
Come on.
You win. It went down. We used speed. Are you upset? You
No.
go buy a pocket S, and you're going to be on the backups, and you're going to.
Okay. Sound good to me.
All right, Vestas. So I know you still hear my voice. So regarding this clip here, I think the reason why I clipped it is because I like the fact that despite everybody bringing up TAYLEN Green's athleticism, he is saying, no, I'm a quarterback. Okay, this was the heart of you. I'm sorry, I had cut off the mic. Totally different interview. Different interview. All right, there we go. There go my button again. So I was talking to myself for a while. So what I said was, if you go back and watch this whole entire interview and watch just 20 or 30 minutes of John Gruden at that table, I think John literally out of his seat just talking to them. Okay, you said you was testing the 50. Okay, I don't know what 59 minutes ago. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next clip. But yeah, one thing about TAYLEN Green, you're not standing on business. He says, I'm a quarterback. I'm always going to be a quarterback. Okay. Now let me go to the next clip.
Randall, but I want to really make a big difference today with you.
Right.
We're not
Yes,
gonna
sir.
talk
Tennessee.
about all these close games you lost at Arkansas forever.
Yeah.
But I want it to fucking piss you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse the language.
Let this happen again. 4th and 1. We're going in.
Right.
Now what happens here is we get sacked and potentially we get knocked out of field position.
Yes, sir.
And I'm trying to be negative because we lost all these close games. So I'm figuring it's got protection audible. If we keep the tight end in on the left and the back goes over there to help him on the left, we call it lava. If we do it to the right, we call it rock. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
We're going to stop the game. Lava, lava, lava. We're changing to protect. You love it?
Yes, love it.
Okay, so what we do is we don't just sit around and bitch about, we had Oklahoma State. No, man. Because I know you got the mental firepower to handle all this
Yes,
shit.
sir.
And you love it, don't you?
Love it.
You like what we're doing here?
Love it.
Good. I love you too, man. Make a note about this.
John Gruden with talking to Gruden is so animated with TAYLEN Green. It's like night and day. With him talking to TAYLEN Green, and 10 of you say, man, I love you. I'll let him say this. TAYLEN Green is definitely going to go second off the board. He should be first off the board, but he's definitely going to go second off the board. Let me go to the next clip. Only got okay, hold on. Let's go to okay, hold on. Next clip, 33 seconds.
A lot of peaks and valleys. I'm watching Texas A&M. This is my example to you, man. I mean, this play you make right here, you can't coach this shit. I'm just telling you. I've coached quarterbacks 100 years. You can't get out of that kind of trouble and throw the ball from this awkward platform to your left unless you got a ton of talent.
That's drill work right there.
What?
We do that all the time. Run at a 45.
I love it. Then this guy got you on a mesh charge, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm going to do to your ass. I'm going to mesh charge
Yes, sir.
you every time. Huh?
Yes, sir.
But we lose the ball. Turnovers.
Let me play that again. Hold on. Listen.
A lot of peaks and valleys. I'm watching Texas A&M. This is my example to you, man. I mean, this play you make right here, you can't coach this shit. I'm just telling you. I've coached quarterbacks 100 years. You can't get out of that kind of trouble and throw the ball from this awkward platform to your left.
I'll use some of the highlights I've never seen regarding TAYLEN Green. Did you hear what John Gruden said regarding this? It's only 30 seconds. Hold on. Let me. Golly. Hold on.
That's
drill work right there.
What?
We do that all the time. Run at a 45.
I love it. Then this guy got you on a mesh charge, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm going to do to your ass. I'm going to mesh charge.
Yes, sir. All right.
I've coached
Listen.
quarterbacks 100 years. You can't get out of that.
John Gruden just said you can't coach this regarding Shedeur Sanders, which made me turn off from him. I really did not like Gruden because some of the comments that he made about Shedeur Sanders before he started playing. Now, before Kevin Stefanski put Shedeur Sanders in, he was confused about why he's not playing Shedeur Sanders. So, but I didn't like John Gruden, but I'm able to separate his dislike for Shedeur Sanders to all of the nuggets that he was giving TAYLEN Green. Okay? Because the nuggets he was giving TAYLEN Green in this 46-minute video was priceless. Priceless. Like I said, I saw half. I'm going to say I saw 75% of that video of him talking to Ty Simpson. Totally different energy. Totally different energy. Totally different energy. But what he gave this young man, and did y'all hear? He said, "How did you do this?" He said he hasn't seen talent like this in a quarterback. All the quarterbacks that he's taught. Y'all, TAYLEN Green has just increased his stocks. I know I've been harping on TAYLEN Green for the last 8 weeks, and you didn't have to take my word. But please listen to what John Gruden is saying about TAYLEN Green. Okay, let's see here. They're saying first. I hope it's first, Donna. I hope. Yeah, he was throwing shade. They saying first, man, if they take TAYLEN Green, but see, I can see him going off if they're trying to make a statement. So let's just say if they're trying to make a statement and balance the books, right? I could definitely see them taking him number 2. But with Cam Ward being number 1 off the board last year, I don't know if they would like, or the company they would keep, if TAYLEN Green all of a sudden has risen ahead of Mendoza and gets drafted round 1, pick 1. Now, as Emmitt Smith said, it should be all about talent. But we've gotten enough to know the NFL behind the scenes to know that it's not about talent. Sometimes it is about the optics, right? So if they go ahead and take Mendoza, because guess what? It would be now guess what? Because guess what? If TAYLEN Green, somebody they never heard of, comes out the blue and pick one round one from Mendoza, you know what they gonna say? Do you know what they gonna say? Oh, the NFL colluded against Mendoza just to try to make it up for Shedeur Sanders. You know they gonna say that. You know they're gonna say, if all of a sudden a TAYLEN Green, somebody they never heard of before, right? Never won a championship, despite all of the accolades, despite all of his winning records, right? At Boise and also the University of Arkansas. If TAYLEN Green come up and snatch round one, pick one, they're gonna say that the NFL colluded against Mendoza. And they're gonna want to know, who is this TAYLEN Green? Oh, the NFL. Oh my God. Now you know how they would do, Vestas. So even though TAYLEN Green should be number one overall, definitely number two. Because no. But I would love to see that though. Now, is the NFL willing to take a gamble and do right by TAYLEN Green? Do they want to get the backlash from the other side this year? Because we still giving them backlash from what they did to Shedeur Sanders last year. Hold on, let me go to the chat. They would go crazy. They would burn the city down if TAYLEN Green come up there and snatch round one, pick one. All of these black athletes should be represented. True, Mel. How you doing, Mel? That's true, Mel. That's true. I agree with you. I agree. But hey, it all depends on who they working with at coach, because it always about who you know, right? So let's just say they trust somebody in whatever college they at or university they at, they're going to route them to certain agents, right? Just like Dylan Gabriel, right? His agent was Kevin Stefanski's agent. I think had some kind of connection with his dad. It's about who knows who behind the scenes. So I agree with you though. I agree with you. What's up, Val C? I'm talking about the report to click the notifications nonsense working. Oh, listen. I don't know. Listen, I can't tell you. Just make sure the notification bell is turned on to all. But that's why I try to wait at least about 10 minutes to really get into the deep subjects and topics, because I know that sometimes the notification bell is not going out at the same time. So I don't know what YouTube got going on. I listened to the interview, but I was hot and cold about it. Now, I don't know if you came in that room. Now, it was a section, and I already told the investors, there was a section about that interview that kind of threw me off when he was like trying to convince him to convert to a wide receiver. And he was like, no, I'm a quarterback. And then, John Gruden is John Gruden. But I would say this, the nuggets that he was giving him is going to be so useful and beneficial in the NFL. I didn't see none of that. And I don't know if you've seen his interview with Ty Simpson, which is why I didn't want to come on here biased. TAYLEN Green is my guy in this draft, but I didn't want to come here biased and say, well, Tony Talks vested up. Why you didn't go look at the interview with Ty Simpson, another quarterback? I did. And that thing was cringe worthy. He had a totally different engine with Ty Simpson. Let me keep going. All right, let me play the next one. Vesta. But I'm glad you watched it, Val. 44 seconds.
Cunningham right here. Look at you hiding the damn ball behind your back. Fire, man. I mean, there was like 100 touchdowns in this game.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this play right here, running to your right. I mean, this is fun to watch, man. I mean, you got to be the top pick in the draft. I mean, we can run the ball behind your back. Fire, man. I mean, there was like 100 touchdowns in this game.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this play right here, running to your right.
Okay, what happened on this
play?
play?
We
played different coverage, and I knew that was Andrew Armstrong one-on-one.
I mean, this play right here, running to your right. I mean, this is fun to watch, man. You got to be the top pick in the draft. I mean, we can run any play.
What's this?
Look at this number 20.
Hold on, I messed that up. Listen, here we go.
This is Randall Cunningham right here. Look at you. The ball behind your back, man. I mean, it was like 100 touchdowns in this game.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this this play right here, running to your right. I mean, this is fun. I mean, you got a top pick in the draft. I mean, we can play right. I mean, this is fun to watch, man. I mean, you got to be the top pick in the draft. I mean, we can run any play I pick.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this play right here, running to your right. I mean, this is fun to watch, man. I mean, you got to be the top pick in the draft. I mean, we can run any play I do. Look at this quickness right here.
Did you hear John Gruden said, you got to be the top pick at the draft? Do you think he said that to Ty Simpson? Do you think he said that to Carson Beck? Do you think he said that to what's the name? Diago, what, you know who we're talking about? He just said that to TAYLEN Green. You got to be the first one out the draft. Now I don't know if he, to me, I think he was trying to say overall, pick one, round one, right? But he's definitely talking about quarterback. He didn't have this energy with Ty Simpson. Listen, like I said, I got through 30 minutes of the video and it was so boring, I was falling asleep. This video with TAYLEN Green, it was a high energy all the way through. He was so excited to talk to Ty Green. Now, I think the next video, he's going to say something on how he messed up with Randall Cunningham. And I think maybe Kevin Stefanski may realize how he messed up with Shedeur Sanders the same way that John Gruden is going to confess how he messed up Randall Cunningham, okay? Let me go back to the chat real quick. Let's see here. I'm going to play that. Listen, Donna, I guess they're looking for the next Tom Brady. I guess, I don't know. Too many getting black. But guess what? I mean, listen, imagine what the next class is going to be coming out. Oh God, like 10 out of 12 black quarterbacks coming out of college. I mean, it's only but so long they're going to be able to suppress black quarterbacks. Y'all remember in that last live, there was an Amazon video screenshot that I put in the last live in one of my screenshots. I'm gonna bring that back up. It's real. The NFL, they have an issue with black quarterbacks. It is what it is. It is what it is. And nothing against Cam Ward, because I was hearing very good things about Cam Ward last year. But they only did that to get back at Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was QB1, first round pick one last year in the draft. Everybody knows that, right? A lot of people have him going 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 1. But I really think Shedeur Sanders was number one to come off the board. They just couldn't stomach it. They couldn't stomach it. But hey, don't Brian Flores' lawsuit is still valid in the NFL that he filed against the NFL because how they treated black quarterbacks? That's still a living lawsuit. So there is evidence. Look at Colin Kaepernick. That is evident. That's evident. Let me keep going. Greg High Hope. Listen. I had to catch the replay. You're fine, Mel. That's what the replay button is for. That's probably why Mendoza not attending. Maybe he knows. Ooh, well, hold on. I think it was Val C or somebody else had put in the live last week that his mom is sick. I think she has MS, and that's the reason why he's not going to show up at the draft party. He said he wanted to be with his family. The same thing that Shedeur Sanders did last year, but they raked him across the coals. But of course, they're not going to give Mendoza that same heat, right? But I think it was Val C or someone had said that his mother was sick last Friday, which is why he's not going to be at the actual draft party. It was strike a balance. He didn't deserve the Heisman. Ooh! Now, John Gruden said, and I don't know if I have that clip. Now, John Gruden said if TAYLEN Green did not get hurt last year, was that last year, 2024? I think last year, he would have been in the running for the Heisman. TAYLEN Green was balling just like that last year until he had got hurt. John Gruden said it. Not that many teams think quarterback this year. He'll probably go mid 3. Hold on, coach. Because I call out, it's several ones in the first round now. Even though they need other positions, there's several teams that need quarterbacks in 2020. 2026. And I know the Cardinals is one of them. Hold on. We got the Vegas, we got the Jets, and Miami. Well, not Miami because that's wrong. So this is AI. That's not right because they already got what's the gentleman? Malik Willis just went to Miami, so that's not true. We got the Indiana Colts. No, we had who went over there? CJ Stroud. Let me see here. Let me go to ESPN. That's wrong. But there's several teams that need quarterback this year. There's several teams that need quarterback this year. But he definitely should be picked ahead of Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson should never go. Not in alphabetical order. Ty Simpson should go ahead of TAYLEN Green. Never. Never. But we'll see. 4 more days. We shall see. They're going to have the nerve to use Genuis in the house. That's what I said, Amber, in the last live. The NFL 2 or 3 days ago on their Twitter page, they suggesting everybody to watch 2020 Genuis Sanders highlight from Colorado to get ready for this year's draft. I said the media, I said the NFL, they need attention too. Amber Love, you better say that. It's marketing. I don't know how much none of the NFL draft picks, but I pray keep picked up. Me too. Round 1. Oh, Lord. Oh, the Raiders do that. I mean, everybody will say that the NFL not colluding against Mendoza just to satisfy the Genuis Sanders. But the Steelers needed. Hey, so who said that? I forgot who was that coach? The Steelers need a quarterback. The Steelers have already met with TAYLEN Green this year. So the Steelers met with TAYLEN Green round 1, pick 21. So hey, TAYLEN Green could get that spot, okay? Instead of Ty Simpson. Because as of now, before the Ty Simpson slide, he was projected to go round 1, 21 to the Steelers. The Steelers have met with TAYLEN Green for a private workout. I'm trying to tell you. Gruden likes Ty Simpson too. He does. But the energy in the video was just telling, and the body language was just telling. Did you just not hear him say, I love you? Did you not hear him say that in that clip? Kevin knew he was all, yeah. I'm just saying, I'm going to say in Kevin Stefanski's darkest hours, with all the lights off in the closet, thinking to himself, I did wrong. I didn't say he would publicize it. He would know eventually in his life, in one of the quietest rides down a country road, Kevin Stefanski may get out and tell it to a tree or just say it to the wind. He'll never let us know, but we shall see. Coach Prime said it. They still can't stomach this one. Anybody but Genuis Sanders. That's the media. That's the media, not the Cleveland Browns. Now I have learned how to separate them. That's the Cleveland media still talking about anybody but Genuis Sanders. Now, until Andrew Berry, Todd Monken show me different, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because that's not coming out of their mouth. That's coming out of Cleveland media's mouth. If Ravens draft Townsend in the late rounds, he's going to be, man, yes, he is. That's why I said, now listen, Coach, I don't know if you was in here. I came in the live predicting that TAYLEN Green and Genuis Sanders will meet up. I don't know how, but we'll meet up at least one game this year. I don't know how. It just came out my mouth. But I would love to see that game. Of course, Genuis Sanders, I'm going to pick Genuis Sanders to be the winner out of that. But what I'm saying, it would be a great game. A quarterback of that magnitude going against Genuis Sanders, a good competitive game. Oh, my God, man. What? Exactly him. Okay. I'm going to read black quarterbacks. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to write that down. Give me 1 second, investors. Y'all know I got to take my notes. Jason Reed. Okay. Thank you for that, Donna. Class action lawsuit. Thank you, Mel. That's right, Mel. I don't know about I don't know. It was Raul that brought up the Diego Pavia in here. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he is a Vesta. But he's a Vesta. How can I say it? Of different opinions, but he is a Vesta, and he knows how to conduct himself in here. Okay, even though his opinions don't match ours or mine, he knows how to conduct himself in here. So, but he brought up Diego Pavia. I don't know if he brought him up as a joke or whatever the case may be. Might be tricky for Cindy to say because that is true. That is true. Now let me go ahead and play. I think I only got about 3 more clips, and then I'm gonna let y'all go, Vestas. But ooh, green. All right. Yeah, I only got 3 more. This is 50 seconds.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
But anyways, you feel the peaks and valleys, right?
Yes, sir.
Tennessee 2024. You know, I'm from Tennessee. My wife cheered at Tennessee. They're 4th ranked in the country, right?
Yes, sir.
You started throwing the ball down the field against this tight press cover.
Andrew Armstrong.
This is beautiful right here. Then you hit 2 in a row late in the game.
So, Coach, I think in the last live you asked me about his passing abilities. I didn't notice TAYLEN Green has already racked up about 10,000 passing yards in his collegiate year. I said, what? Let me play it.
Hole shot, man.
Yes,
look at that. I mean, this is awesome. Then on the very next play, okay, what happened on this play?
I actually called the same play. They played a different coverage, and I knew that was Andrew Armstrong.
This week he got hurt.
Corner, and he talked me all game. He's like, he can't hold me. So gave him a chance, and he came up with it.
But look what happened to you. You got hurt, didn't you?
Yeah.
So they had to bring in your backup quarterback.
Yes, sir.
But my point to you is, you guys beat Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
And you got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that clip, he was just going over his losses and wins with University of Arkansas. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. They probably come back to me. Now here's the next clip. 1 minute.
Whole shot, man. Yes, look at that. I mean, this is awesome. Then on the very next play, okay, what happened on this play?
I actually called the same play. They played different coverage, and I knew that was Andrew Armstrong one-on-one on that corner, and he talked me all game. He's like, he can't hold me. So gave him a chance, and he came up with it.
But look what happened to you. You got hurt, didn't you?
Yeah.
So they had to bring in your backup quarterback.
Yes, sir.
But my point to you is, you guys beat Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
And you got hurt.
Yeah.
I just want to know, this is probably the peak of your career at Arkansas.
Yes,
you look like the Heisman Trophy winner, man, the way you're playing. 500 yards of offense, Oklahoma State. I mean,
Did he just mention TAYLEN Green's name, at the peak of his career, being a Heisman candidate before he got hurt, y'all? I think that's the only reason that they was able to hide TAYLEN Green, because if you really go, like I said, I never heard of his name until I start reviewing the combine. And I said, well, who is this black quarterback? Who is this quarterback named TAYLEN Green? Never heard of him before, right? Maybe because I'm a Colorado Buffalo fan, and I never heard of a lot of them, but I was like, well, why didn't they talking about TAYLEN Green, right? But maybe they use his injury as a way to hide him underneath the rug so nobody didn't know who a TAYLEN Green was. But what TAYLEN did right? Even though he had all these accolades and these highlights, he still went to the combine to get that exposure. So see what the exposure at the combine did for TAYLEN Green, because guess what, Vestas? If TAYLEN Green never went to the combine, believe it or not, I probably never would have even known he existed. All right, let me keep going. And then also going to the combine, he broke one of the best records in the combine because of his 40 run time, his vertical jump, his broad jump, all of that.
Shred Mississippi State. You beat the 4th ranked Tennessee Vols. And then the next week we go to LSU and we just get our ass kicked.
Yeah, we did.
And I want to know what the hell happened. Why was there a...
I would say just coming off the bye week, we came out, I want to say a little bit slower. We had a lot of turnovers.
I mean, you guys fumbled the game away.
Yeah.
Your running back fumbles, your wide receiver fumbles. We get hit right here on an RPO. It's batted, it's dipped, it's intercepted.
Yes, sir.
I got car sick during watching.
All right. So we did that one. And the last audio clip, Vestas.
In it, allowed you to execute at a high level, and you're winning in the pocket.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What's your snap count? Tell me. I got to get into this. You're 6'6", 230. I got to hear this snap count.
Yes.
What is a Bobby Petrino snap count?
What happened?
Petrino. Now listen. Now, when I said that John Gruden, right, just by having this young man on his show, gave him so many nuggets, even though I hate a lot of the comments, all the comments that he had regarding Shedeur Sanders before he started playing, right? Now, when Shedeur Sanders was at Colorado, how can I say, his snap count was different. So when he started playing for the Cleveland Browns, I said, oh, Shedeur Sanders. I said, I like what I heard, right? But I didn't know why the change occurred. But John Gruden is about to tell him about his snap count, right? He dropped a lot of nuggets for TAYLEN Green. And yeah, he also said the same thing about Ty Simpson. But all the nuggets that he dropped for TAYLEN Green in that interview, priceless.
Different snap count. So if you have a motion, well, if we have no motion, I'm just going to go 4 down, set, or 3 down, set. I'm telling you what the front is every single play. If I have motion, I'll say 4 down, 20, 40. 20, 40. So if we're away in this motion,
Here we are. We're on defense here.
yeah, I'm telling
It's a
you.
4 down front. Let me hear you.
4 down, set.
That's all you say?
Yeah.
4 down, set hut. What if you want to go on a hard count?
It'll just say, we'll be like on Delta, so I'll say Delta, set.
Look at this. What are you doing at Boise? What was your snap count?
Oh, this is like Alpha.
Let me hear it. Let me see it.
Alpha.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Oh, God. Got a new count today. You ready?
Talk to me.
Set up. It's like TAYLEN.
Now, my thing is, if John Gruden didn't like TAYLEN Green, he would be like, okay, well, you'll get better in the NFL. Look what how Gruden is about to change his snap count immediately. And TAYLEN Green is going to sound like Shedeur Sanders and every NFL quarterback, in the NFL. Now, Tony tells that could be small. No, it ain't. That snap count, if you do it right, you can make a defender's jump off side. And if you do it wrong, you can make your own offensive line members jump off sides, okay? So that snap count and your voice and taking authority on that line as quarterback is everything. And it starts with the voice, okay? Come on with it. Come on with it, y'all.
2 syllables, 1 word. Set up. We're gone. We're going on a quick count. Okay, if we're going on 1, which we're going to go 90% of the time, we got a lot of shifts and motions and all kind of shit.
Yes, sir.
Always start it. Set up.
Hold on. I want y'all to see this
Now
animation.
it's color number. Now off that second color number, we're rolling right into set hut again.
Gotcha.
Set hut. Blue 85. Blue 85. Set hut. Okay, so how do we sound when we're going on the quick count? Set hut. Nice. How do we sound when we go on 1?
Set. 180. What is that?
Beautiful. You always smile like that.
Oh, gotta smile.
Yeah,
Gotta have fun.
I mean,
Have fun.
I love it, man. You're a confident dude, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's hear a hard count.
Here we go.
I mean, hell, the owners out there,
Oh, yeah.
all the fans come out. We need a great presence.
Let's go Tuesday. Set. 180. What is that?
That's the best we've had here.
Come on.
Okay, now, if we're ever...
Listen, I know it could be small to y'all investors, but to me, the small things that you can do to elevate a quarterback play. Listen, and what caught my attention is I know that Shedeur Sanders, when he got into the NFL, he changed up his snap count. He changed up his voice, and it was so loud I was able to hear it on the TV. I said, "Ooh, Shedeur Sanders." So Gruden did not have to share that with him, because he could say, "Hey, your coach, hey, I hear what your snap count is. When you get in the lead, just know it's going to change." He could have let it off and went off to the next topic. So hey, Gruden, like I said, I didn't like the comments you said about Shedeur Sanders, but what you dropped in this video to TAYLEN Green, hey, thank you. Now let's go to the chats, Vessels. Then I'm gonna let you go. Let's see here. Now where's my marker? Let's see here. I would have loved to see Shedeur Sanders on the show last year. Well, yeah, me too. I didn't even know he had the show. Like I said, 420, and maybe somebody else brought this show up in here. I didn't even know they're the Barstool. I've only seen John Gruden on the Arena with Skip Bayless and Khalid. Is that his name, Khalid? And then there was another man they called Burberry on there. But Skip Bayless has been on there. Cody Kessler has been on there. But I didn't know John Gruden had his show. But listen, in the comments under the TAYLEN Green video, man, they was giving TAYLEN Green his props. Previous injuries sometimes misrepresent interaction. True, that is true. That's true. They got exactly. Now, but that's John Gruden. I mean, but who knows? It was just the media. The media had to find anything to tear down Shedeur Sanders. Now, but remember, for this year hit the combine, remember that I told you they tore down Makai Lemon for not smiling. And I'm like, what you want the young man to do? Smile or not smile? Look serious or not? Poker face or not? Make up your mind, media. But they nick and pick anything they want from these players, especially players from our communities, right? To devalue them, get them for pennies on the dollars, get them, second round picks, third round picks, whenever, first rounders. So hey, 4 more days, Vestas, 4 more days, and after this time next week, we can move on and we really can start talking about, since they got this player, how's this team? Are they, who are the Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns playing against him? See, that's why I want to watch the draft. That's why I watch the combine, so I can see the strength and the weaknesses of this player. So when the Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns go against this particular player or this particular team, we can go ahead and say, okay, this is what they need to look for. This is my pre-analysis. This is my game analysis. This is my post-game analysis. That's how we gonna break it down over here. Tony Talks Vested Up. I'm trying to tell you. Let's see here. I was able to hit Shedeur too. Okay. All right, Vestas. Vestas, that's it, Vestas. Okay, I had y'all on here for 1 hour and 36 minutes after going missing for 2 days. All right, so I'm gonna put this out here for anybody that want to come on. You can close your camera. You can talk about any subject you want to, because we're moving into the draft. And I'm coming back tomorrow, and I'm going to be digging up some of the stories and headlines I've missed over the last 48 hours. And I'm coming back on tomorrow, and I'm coming back on Monday, and I'm coming back on Tuesday. I'm coming back on Wednesday. I'm going to be here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, my. It's about to heat up, y'all. It's about to heat up. This is what we've been waiting for, Vestas. This is what we've been waiting for. So I hope you still got your strength. I hope you still motivated, because this is what we've been waiting for. Who is Andrew Berry and the Cleveland Browns going to put on that line for Shedeur Sanders this year for 2026? And that's why I say Andrew Berry. If you hold on, before I say that, let me go back to Andrew Berry picture. That's why I say Andrew Berry. If you serious for this year, that first key position you need to draft this year is that left tackle. To you, you said left tackle, right tackle, it doesn't make a difference. I say to me it does, but hey, you're the general manager, so whatever your opinion is, I'm going to support it. But that is the first position you need to plug up real quick. Hey, yo, guess what? I didn't know this. Oh, I want to make sure I bring up the turkey hole. So what is the turkey hole? I opened up the live about a turkey hole. Now, we've seen it forever. We just didn't know they called it a turkey hole, right? And this is the only positive thing that came out of the Ty Simpson video to me. Well, Tony, go ahead and tell us what a turkey hole is. All right. So now I know. So what I'm going to be doing after the draft and everything, I'm going to start going in my playbooks, learning these offensive calls, especially defensive calls. But a turkey hole is this. So imagine Shedeur Sanders, right? Even under center in the shotgun, right? So imagine Shedeur Sanders, the ball is hacked and he got the ball and he's looking down the field. So this is not a play for the running back, well, it could be for the tight end, but it's definitely not for the running back. So imagine Shedeur Sanders sees that tight window on the sideline, and there's a space between the safety and the cornerback that normally the wide receiver normally gets behind the linebacker or safety, and before they get to the cornerback, right? in that spot right there, that's what they call their turkey hole. And we'll see Shedeur Sanders drop balls in that window called their turkey hole all this time. I didn't know that's what they actually call that space, in the turkey hole. That is something real, called a turkey hole. So now that when we see Shedeur Sanders drop those balls in between those defenders down that sideline, we caught Shedeur Sanders drop one in the turkey hole. What's up, Peter Supernatural? Peter, you came in this room on a turkey hole. Like, what does Tony talk about a turkey hole? You came in at the wrong right time. A turkey hole. I was just thank you. I mean, the people like, what are we talking about? A turkey hole? Hold on, glory. What I know? What's the glory for Mel? But that's a turkey hole, y'all. Let's see here. All right. I want Vestas. I need to be clapping in the microphone, but I'm so excited. We finally get to get this over with and see who Cleveland Browns is going to plug up as offensive tackle, left tackle, wide receiver, tight end. Ooh, this drive here, if we got, let me see what this is. Okay, so we already got what, 9 picks this year. Man, listen. I'm excited to see who we're gonna plug up for, especially if we trade down, right? And we get 3 first-round picks this year. Like I said, the Cleveland Browns, they've done it before in 2027, but Andrew Berry was not here. Kevin Stefanski wasn't even there. That's when they picked up Myles Garrett. They picked up David Njoku, and also they picked up another young man by the name of Jabril Peppers. But they traded him to a team for Beckham, right? So the Cleveland Browns have had 3 picks before in the future, in 2017. So almost 10 years ago, 10 years, if this does go through, 10 years later, they're doing it again. Oh, you got to fix your, okay. I think something wrong with my microphone. Okay. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. So, if you want to try it out before I get online, just let me know. And I'll send you another private link, and then you can test it out like that, Donna C. You know how to email me. But thank you for even trying to attempt. Okay. Thank you. All right, Vestas. Well, that is it. And I'll be back tomorrow. I think I played all my videos. Now, like I said, I'm going to be going. So some of the information I bring tomorrow, it may be about 2 days late because I've been missing. But I'll be going through some more stories, highlights, and I'll be coming back tomorrow. Let's see here. Coming back tomorrow to talk about some much more NFL type of headlines, because it's very getting interesting right now. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm coming back with Shedeur Sanders tomorrow. Thank you so much. Listen, Donna, to answer your question, oh man, I cried. Yes, please hit the like button before you exit the room, please. I cried. Oh yeah, I cried. Till you answer your question, I cried. Yeah, I cried. Hold the end.